there are other industries like health and finance that did a good job of saying that everyone needs a minimum level of literacy in this area to continue to live like a good, value filled, like fully able sort of life, right? And so I think starting to think about tools like this as you need to create a minimum viable level of literacy within yourself as well as within your team. And as we said, the earlier we get to that point, the more advantage.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Just all of those things. I agree. I don't really have any more to
What
add.
she said.
You did a great job.
Pat.
Yeah.
And so I think coming into this group will really enable you to think about efficiency and productivity quite differently, right? And I think among many founder-led brands, especially people with small teams, time is a huge like problem. Having the time to get to the stuff you want to, having the budget to deal with stuff that you want to. These are sort of like, they come up over and over again as the things that block small businesses, right? And so I think thinking about AI as, again, a sort of a wild card that is accessible to you at this time to like vastly increase your efficiency and productivity, and to really help you think about the way in which you're spending your money. That might be cutting costs, that might be like making things more efficient, which means that you're spending less, things like that, right? And so over the last couple of years, I can say for sure that me and all of the people in the group, we've found ways. It's not a simple AI replaces humans kind of binary discussion like many people are having, but for sure there are efficiencies that are going to save you money, right? And so cost saving and efficiency, I think, were pretty key.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would add to that, in the mix, the fear factor is removed in the group because everyone is at a fairly high level professionally, and they have been in their businesses for quite a long time, but they're still new to all of this and bringing it in. So it's nice to see that you're not the only one who's, kind of making your way through trial and error a little bit and learning from other people's wins and mistakes. And we share all of that. Everyone's very open. And just asking questions. Somebody may have had a solution they came across that fits with you, so you can get to the solutions quicker. So these are all great, because we all think, maybe not all of us, but a lot of us, when we try something new, there is a fear factor there because we're used to doing what we've done. We do the same old thing and we're comfortable there, but moving out of our comfort zone to try something new that's going to help us once you get through the growth period is exciting. This is one of the most exciting things that's come along in a while for me, and I'm sure for lots of other people. So learning,
absolutely,
it's perfect for all of that.
I agree with that. In the last episode of the podcast with Dan Sanchez, he and I were talking about how, like, think about 2010 when like social media became a big deal. And some of us, perhaps, maybe we knew that it was really showing all of the signs of becoming big, but we hadn't yet learned how to like have that thought leadership perspective or pick that hill you want to die on, and those kind of things. We hadn't yet had that expertise,
Right.
and so not enough people jumped on that social media marketing thing back in 2010, and those who did really like made massive gains, and the rest of us caught up, and social media continues to be the way that we so many of us communicate, right? And so I think that this is the next, this is a thing. This is not going to go away. This is not like someone saying we'll all work in the metaverse next year. I have so many questions.
Yeah.
But with
wait a minute, what? Back it up.
with this one, it's a little bit more. You can envision what is going to look like, and it's not going to be flying robots, right? And so
Yes.
I think just grounding it in that reality. And the last one, I'll be honest and say that Tara was the one who pointed this out and said that we really should add it to any list of reasons to join our group. And that reason is fun. Tell me why you think the group is fun, Tara.
Well, I think a lot of us work in isolation now, especially as entrepreneurs. And even with small teams, most people are on their own somewhere. And after COVID, we're all used to managing on our own. But I personally definitely miss connection with people. And just like we're doing right now, we're just having a little chat, having a little laugh, and bouncing ideas off each other. It's great on email and social, but in person to me is still very, very valuable. So, and we always get something fun out of it. There's always a laugh. There's always a funny story. So that to me is also a priceless piece where we get to meet people, get to know people. And it has extended very quickly beyond our business as well. Like I've had conversations outside where we're recommending books to each other, or we're just talking about personal stories. And I was kind of amazed actually how quickly it happened. Within probably 2 meetings, maybe 3, we were already on a social level beyond our business. So that to me is just a bonus, but a very welcome bonus in this world of somewhat isolation we live in right now, right?
So wonderfully said. I love hearing that. Just
Mhm.
as you're saying it, it's true. We do build those relationships really fast, and we cut right to the chase. And I think for entrepreneurs, in any case, there's some people call it one track, some people call it holistic. I think our lives are kind of holistic, and things bleed into each other. Our relationships tend to be formed with the people who understand our way, and so and while we didn't like explicitly say that this is only for entrepreneurs, it seems to attract the entrepreneurs more. So you will sort of find